Hello and welcome back to WP Travel Engine YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how to install and configure Elementor Widgets plugin step by step. Please note, Elementor Widgets plugin requires WP Travel Engine plugin version 5.0.0 or later installed and activated on your website. First, you'll have to log in to your WordPress admin dashboard. We will start by installing the plugin. To do that, navigate to Plugins and click on Add New. Click on Upload Plugin. Click on Choose File. Select the WP Travel Engine Elementor Widgets plugin. I have added the download link in the description box below. Click on Open and click on Install Now. Now click on Activate Plugin since the plugin has been installed successfully. And if you scroll down, you will see the WP Travel Engine Elementor Widgets has now been installed and activated successfully. Now before you start customizing your trip templates with Elementor Widgets, you need to enable Elementor for your trip pages. For that, navigate to Elementor, go to Settings. From the General tab, look out for post types and make sure you have selected trips. So let's say trips was not selected here. You'll have to select trips by checking into this little box and you have to click on Save Changes button. Next, navigate to the Features tab. And from here, for the Flexbox container, you have to make sure that Active option is selected. And then you have to scroll down and click on Save Changes. Please note, enabling the Flexbox container feature is essential to import our default template. However, you can still use widgets without enabling this option. Now, I will show you how to design trip pages. You can either design a new trip page or give a fresh look to your existing trip page. The process is quite similar for both cases. There's only a slight difference, and that is when you create a new trip page. Let's see how to do that. You have to navigate to Trips, which is right over here. And to create a new trip, you have to click on Add New. And you have to add all of the details from all the tabs that are available here. And if this is your first time navigating through WP Travel Engine plugin and you do not know how to create your very first trip, I have created a separate in-depth tutorial, and for that the link is in the description box below. So you can follow that video tutorial and you can easily add in all of the details one by one. And after you do all of that, you'll just have to click on Edit with Elementor. Now this is the step for when you are creating a new trip. To refresh an existing trip, let me show you the steps. So let's go back. This time also, you have to navigate to Trips and go to Trips from here. So these are the trips that are pre-created. You simply have to select from one of the trips. Okay, let's randomly select this particular trip. You have to click on Edit. Now even here, you have to click on Edit with Elementor on the top. From here onwards, the steps are same for both. So you have to launch the Elementor editor by clicking on Edit with Elementor button at the top of the page. Click on it. On the left hand side of the screen, you will see the Elementor sidebar. click on the settings icon over here at the bottom of the panel. Here you will see the option for page layout. Click here on the drop-down arrow and you have to select the third option of Elementor full width. Once that is done, you have to scroll down until you see WP Travel Engine, and you will find all of the widgets that are provided by WP Travel Engine. Here you will find several widgets like trip booking, trip FAQs, trip overview, and more. You can customize your trip page by selecting the widgets as per your preference. Please note, previous set of 5 widgets such as trips, destinations, activities, trip types, and trip search are also applicable for customizing single trip pages. These are the first 5 widgets and the rest were recently added. I have also created an in-depth video tutorial on how to make use of these 5 widgets. Please find the link in the description box below. Now we will start adding the widgets and we will create a fresh trip page, and it is super easy to do that. All you have to do is drag and drop the widgets from the left hand side to the right hand side over here. You can select any one available under the WP Travel Engine category. Well, there are a few like trip review and trip fix starting dates widgets, which will require you to install and activate the necessary add-ons, but there are plenty of other widgets that you can easily make of and create a beautiful and engaging trip page. Let's go. Let's see. The first widget we will add is, how about trip title? Because we will need a title for our trip. Here it is. You can also search for the widget here, so if you just type in title, you will find all different kinds of title widgets, and trip title is the one you would want to go for. Or if you simply look for the particular widget trip title, you will also easily find it here. So simply drag and drop it. You will notice that as I add the widget title, the title of the trip shows here automatically. The name of the trip shown here is by default taken from the name you added while you created your trip from the dashboard. If you want to customize the title of the trip, then you can do that from the left hand side over here. You can also enable the navigator by clicking on this option right here. This will open up the navigator, so you can simply select the container and you can make changes. You can click on trip title. Again, you can make changes. If you find it too distracting, you can just click on this cross option and it will disappear. I'm not going to use a navigator here in the video, but please feel free to use it if you wish to. So here you have options for title. You can select the alignment. You can select the HTML tags. Let's just stick with H2 for now. Under the Style tab, you will find Typography. So simply click here on this pencil icon and you will be able to select the font family for your trip title. Click here and you will be able to select from an array of font family. Just select the one that you like the most and you will see the changes here immediately. If you do not like the font you have selected, you can always click on the reset icon, which will reset the font back to default. Then you can change the text color. So you can either click on this globe icon. You can select from one of the preset global colors, or you can click right over here and you can select from any of the available colors. You only have to slide this button over here. You can also make use of another button that is available here to select the perfect shade. You can also add in the hex value, the RGBA color values, or the HSLA color values. You simply have to select each one of them respectively and add in the value. To reset it, you have to click on the clear button and the color will set back to default. Then you have options for text stroke, text shadow. You can also apply padding and margin to your trip title. So the trip title has been added. Now let's go back to our widgets and we will add another widget. Next up, to highlight the number of days, we will add trip duration. Here it is right at the top. So simply drag and drop it. Again, you will notice that as I add the widget, the number of days shows here automatically. The number of days shown here is by default taken from the number of days you added while you created your trip from the dashboard. From the left-hand side, you can customize the widget you add, and this is applicable for all the widget. You will find settings under the Content tab, as well as the Style tab, as we had for the trip title as well. Under the Content tab, we have the display style, so you can go with the default vertical or you can select horizontal layout. I think I like vertical layout better, so I'll just go with the vertical layout. Under Style, you will find customization setting for all the components of the widget. Like you will see it, you have options for duration and then for days. And it will be the same for all the widgets that you add. So for the duration, you can change your typography. You can click here on the globe icon, select one of the preset global fonts, or you can click here. From family, you can just click here and select one of the font family. And whatever font you select will be applied. You can also select the font size. You can simply increase or decrease it by sliding this toggle over or under. You can select weight, transform, style, and decoration. You can also set the line height, letter spacing, and word spacing for your duration. If you want to set it back to default though, you can always click on the default icon. If you want to change the background color, here is the option for background color as well. So you can click here. Again, just like we did with the trip title, you can select any color of your choice. For example, if I choose to go with this vibrant red color, I can simply select red and the color red will be applied here. Or let's say lighter color, like light blue is your choice. You can select light blue and you will have your light blue. If you want the text color to contrast with the background color, then you can click here and just select a darker color, maybe a black, and you will see the change here. Or else you can always go with one of the global colors. To set them back to default, click here, click on clear. For the text color, do the same. Click on the color and click on clear, which will reset the colors and styles back to default. You can do the same for days. So this option is for days here. You can change the typography, apply padding, change the text color, background color, select border radius, apply box shadow, and even select the border type. The way you selected fonts and colors is also how you select fonts, change font sizes, and make selection of colors for other widgets. Let's add the trip overview now. Again, we will click over here, scroll down to WP Travel Engine, look out for trip overview. It is right over here. Now drag and drop it. As you can see, the trip overview has been added. If you wish to add more details, you can add it from here as well. So you can just type in the details. I'm randomly typing out some words just for the demonstration purpose, and whatever you add here will be displayed over here. Let's remove it. Now from under Style, you have all the styling and customization options. You can change the typography, you can change the text color, set the alignment. If you want to, let's say, highlight the overview by adding a background color, then you can simply select the background color option here. So click over here and select a lighter color maybe. And this will highlight the trip overview. I'm just going to remove it for now, but that is how you can do it. I would also like to add a little heading to the trip overview. So I will head back by again clicking right over here on the top right. And this time I will select heading, and this heading is the one we take from the widgets of Elementor. So I'll just drag and drop it right over here, right on top of the overview. And I will simply add the text as overview. You can also add your title from here if it is more comfortable for you. Now I would like to decrease the size of the title. So let's head over to Style, go to Typography, click on the pen icon, and let's reset the size. Let's set the size as 30. I think this is fine. Now let's add the trip highlights after the trip overview. So again, we'll go back, scroll down. And here is the trip highlight. So drag and drop it once again. And the trip highlights will be added here. If you wish to add more highlights, then you can simply add them from here. To Style, you can go over to the Style tab and make use of the settings here. As for now, I don't want to make much changes to them, so I'll just let them be as they are. Now I think it's time we add the price of the trip. So we'll go back and we will add a booking widget. And here is the trip booking widget. So let's drag and drop it. And here is the booking widget where the pricing details and rest of the necessary information will be displayed along with the booking button and discount information. To customize it further, you have options available here on the left. You can change the availability text from here. So instead of the default label, if you want to change it to something else, simply remove the label that is already here, then add in the label of your choice. And here are the highlight content. So these are the highlight content. And if you want to add more content, you can simply add it over here. If you scroll down further, here is the inquiry text. If you wish to change it, you can simply change it from here. And if you are wondering where the inquiry text displays on the booking widget, it displays right over here. Then you can scroll to the top, go to the Style tab, where you will find all of the styling options for all of the components from general, content, price, discount, and button. These settings are self-explanatory and they are easy to understand. If you find any difficulty while navigating through them, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. The booking widget displays all the information related to the cost of the trip. We will also want our visitors to know what the cost includes and excludes. I mean the cost we have mentioned on our booking widget. So let's add the cost includes and excludes widgets simultaneously. Again, we'll go back. So this time let's try searching the widget. For the cost includes widget, simply type include. And here, the trip cost includes widget will appear. Let's drag and drop it. And here is the cost includes widget. Similarly, we'll go back by clicking over here. And this time, we will type excludes. And here is the trip cost excludes widget. Simply drag and drop it. Now you can customize the icons and the details. If you want to change the typography and colors, you can follow the process that I showed to you earlier. The cool thing is, you can change the color of the icon itself. Okay, first of all, let's select Cost Includes Widget. Under Style, you will find List Items, and from here you can change typography, color, and also apply margin to the list items. For the icon, you can click on Icon first of all. To change the color of the icon, you can click here and simply select the color of your choice. Whatever color you select will be applied to the icon here. You can also apply one of the global colors. You can also increase or decrease the size of the icon. Moreover, you can also custom upload the icon. You can upload the SVG icon. Simply select Upload SVG icon by clicking right here in the middle. You can upload your own SVG icon. Or if you have already uploaded them, you can select one from the media library. You can also select Icon Library option, which is the third option. And you can select from any one of these icons. You can also filter the icons by name. So right on top on the search bar, you can search for the icon by the name. For example, if I want to apply thumbs up icon to my cost includes widget, I can simply type thumbs up. And I can select from one of these icons. So let's select the fourth one and click on Insert. And you will see the icon will change to the icon that I have just selected. And it's the same for the Cost Excludes icon. Select the Cost Excludes widget, then click on Icon from the left-hand side. Click on Icon Library. Again, from the search bar, type thumbs. In order to match the thumbs up icon I have added to Cost Includes, I will select thumbs down icon and click on Insert. And you will see the icons will change. To change the color, you have to do the same. Simply click here, select this red color, and it will change to red. Now, if you want to set them back to default, you can simply click on the default option, which is also the first option. And you will see they will quickly change back to default. You can do the same for Cost Includes. Go to Icon and select Default. Now, let's add more details with Itinerary. All you gotta do is what you have done before. Drag and drop the Itinerary widget. So click here and from the search bar, simply type Itinerary. And here is the Trip Itinerary widget. Simply drag and drop it. And here is the trip itinerary. It's that simple. Let's start customizing it. Right now, I'm not liking the way the title is looking. So what I will do is, I will hide this title. So the first option underneath title is to show or hide the title. I will simply disable the toggle in order to hide the title. Instead, I will go back and I will select heading from under basic. I will select this widget. I will drag and drop it. I will rename it to Itinerary. Now let's decrease the size a little bit. So I will go over to Style, click on the pen icon, and let's set the size to 30, which I think is the ideal size and it looks good too. If you are not comfortable directly typing the title, click on Content and type the title from here. You can also make use of other settings and make required changes to your itinerary. Now let's add a map. Let's go back. From the search bar, we'll type map. Make sure you select trip map. Drag and drop it. And that is it. Here's our map. If you want to add a precise location, then you can copy and paste the location right inside of the location box. If you want to zoom into the map a little bit more, then you can simply slide the toggle over, and if you wish to zoom out, then you can slide it under. To increase the height, you can also slide it over. Just make adjustment as per your preference and requirement. Then you also have additional settings to display or hide the iframe. Under Style, you have styling and customization options that you can make use of to stylize your map section. Now, let's add an FAQ section. Again, click here. From the search bar, type FAQ, and here is the trip FAQs. Drag and drop it. And here is the FAQ to the trip we added. The title appears too big, so we will just go to Style. So we will select Title and click on Typography. Let's set just the right size. I think this looks fine. You also have more options, but as of now, I see no need of them. As I have mentioned before, these settings are self-explanatory and you will be able to figure them out. In case if you are not able to do so, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. Next, to receive inquiries on this trip, we will need to add an inquiry form, and we have a widget for that as well. So click right over here and simply type Enquiry into the search bar. And here is the trip inquiry widget. Simply drag and drop it. Now to customize it, you can do that from here, as we have done for the rest of the widgets. You can change your inquiry title from here. If you want to override this, simply remove the title that is already here and add in the title of your choice. You can also change the button label, which is currently set as Send Email. To change it, remove it, then type in the label of your choice, and whatever label you add here will be displayed right over here as your new button label. Under Additional Settings, you have options like hiding the form title. Then you can also hide form labels and to hide the trip name, but I think they're all important, so I will not hide them. I will just keep them on display. From the Style tab, you have styling options for general, the form fields, as well as button. So make sure you make proper use of them to stylize your inquiry form. I will hide the sidebar panel by clicking on this arrow right over here. And here are all of the widgets that we have added so far. So what we're going to do is update by clicking on the update button. And to view them on the front end, let's click on preview changes by clicking on this eye icon. And here's our trip page that we created using WP Travel Engine Elementor Widgets. Now you must have noticed that few sections such as these, like the map and the FAQs, appear a little congested. So let's fix these. We'll go back, scroll down, and what we'll do is click right over here. We'll make use of a widget called Spacer. Simply drag and drop the Spacer widget right between the map and the frequently asked question, or any sections that require a little spacing between them. You can also increase or decrease the space as required by sliding the toggle over or under as per your choice. I think this is fine. Let's see if there are any other sections that require spacer. I think we could add spacer between FAQ and the inquiry form as well. So what I'll do is I will go to the top, I will simply right click and I will duplicate the spacer and I will simply drag it down and put it right between FAQ and the inquiry form. This will create a little space between FAQ and the inquiry form, and it will make our trip page look a lot neater and tidier. So that is it. Click on Update. So the changes have been updated and they have also been updated in the front end. So let's scroll down. And you will see it looks much neater now than it was before. Let's go back. So this is how you can easily drag and drop the widgets and you can customize your single trip page. If you have not understood anything, if there are any questions, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. Now before I move on, I will show you how you can add the Breadcrumb widget, and I will also show you how you can make use of the old widgets that we already had. So let's go back. We'll click over here, scroll down to WP Travel Engine. Let's add the Breadcrumb widget, and here it is, the trip Breadcrumb. Let's add it right on top, even before the trip name. So drag and drop it. I think adding Breadcrumb is useful because it helps your users easily navigate throughout your site. They can navigate from a particular trip to the country where that particular trip is enlisted, and they can also easily navigate back to the home page. You can make changes from here, like you can select the separator and stuffs like that. You can select item gap. I will just select the first separator, and then you also have the styling options. Now right at the very bottom, to ensure that your visitors have exposure to more trips that are enlisted on your website, you can make use of one of our older widgets. Again, you can just go back, scroll down to WP Travel Engine, right over here, and you can select from any one of these. For now, I will select trips, simply drag and drop it. This will help your visitors take a look at other trips that are listed on your site. Further, you can customize it with the help of the options available here. And like I have mentioned before, you can easily make use of the video tutorial that I have separately made for these particular widgets. I have added the link in the description box below. Let's update once again. Now we'll go back and take a look at the same page once again. So here's the breadcrumb. And here are the trips that we added. Now, apart from this, Elementor Widgets also offers a ready-made template for you. Instead of spending time dragging widgets individually, you can use our pre-made template for easier customization. But in order to demonstrate this, I will make use of another trip. Let's go back to the dashboard and we'll go back. Let's go back once again and let's select another trip. Okay, let's select Paris Eiffel Tower Tour and click on Edit. Again, you have to click on Edit with Elementor. Scroll down. Okay, we'll go to Settings and from Page Layout, we will select Elementor Full Width once again. Now, just click on the Add Template icon. Go to My Templates tab. From here, you can easily explore and apply available templates to your design. Just find WPT Single Trip Template and click on Insert. If you want to preview, you can click on the Preview button here. I'm simply going to click on Insert. And the trip has been added. After choosing your preferred template, you can now customize it by adding widgets or removing any placeholder items. Since we already have the image here, I will remove the image over here by clicking on the cross icon. And I will also remove the extra details that are not required. Simply select the particular detail that is not required, right-click, and click on Delete. Do the same for the rest. After that, I want to make a little adjustment with the Trip Facts widget. So let's select it by clicking on it. Instead of number of columns as 2, let's select it as 3. I will simply increase the number to 3 and it will change to 3. I will also decrease the column gap just by a little bit. And that is it. You can make more changes by selecting the particular widget, and you can easily customize it as per your wish. After you are done, click on the Update option, and let's preview the changes by clicking on the eye icon. So that was it. If you have any questions or confusions, or if you did not understand anything, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. If you are liking our videos so far, please give us a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in our next video.